Alright guys, Matt from Finatics here, and I've got another order to unbox here. Just got done putting up the video from last week, so we got another video to go. Before we're going to do that, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Raphael. You guys are Ninja Turtle fans out there, gotta let me know. Talk to you all offline about Ninja Turtles. Here we go with actual fish. First thing out of the box we have, well, it's not fish, it's shrimp. They look awful clear. I think these are going to be Bloody Marys. Probably just a little bit cold. And next thing up, we have more shrimp. These are red crystals. These look pretty good. Looking real good on those. Nice size on red crystals. Stick with the shrimp theme. These are black shrimp. Looks like somebody didn't make the trip, but nice big black shrimp. We sold out of those last week, so I restocked. There's somebody looking for a few more than we had. I think I have one more bag of shrimp in here. Let me see. Yep, there. Two more bags of shrimp. Here's some orange shrimp. Got a lot of baby orange shrimp coming up, but they weren't quite big enough to sell, so we bought another batch of oranges there. And more shrimp. These are small mono shrimp. Absolute must for any planted tank, of course. Your mono shrimp are going to keep that hair algae that is so hard to get rid of. Now let's actually get onto the fish. We got some angels. Here's another redo on those cobalt blue zebras, or the cobalt blue zebra angels. Tripped myself there. So many different names on the different angels. We got a huge selection of angels right now. Picked up some local angels also. These are cories. These are panda cories. Almost look like high fin panda cories in there. Selling out panda cories about every week. I sure love our pandas. We've been keeping them at a pretty good price. Next thing up we have, what do we have? Oh, Siamese algae eaters. They're pretty small. Good, pretty decent price on these guys though. And usually they're pretty survivable at that size. They're about 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. These are a white cloud. This is a little bit different than anything I've had before. These are Hong Kong white cloud. Look like they've got kind of long fins and they've got a lot of extra yellow on them. Something like the 24 karat gold ones that you see advertised out there. Maybe not quite the same, but look pretty nice. We'll see how those color up in the tank. Here we have something that looks almost like an endler, but it's not. It's the blue swordtail guppies. These guys are awful popular, so I picked up another batch of those guys. And believe it or not, more shrimp. These are ghost shrimp. Picked up a bag of ghost shrimp this week. We were a little bit low. We're still offering a special on those guys. Somebody's asking me about that last week. Yes, if you order 50 or more, we'll do a special on those, give them to you for half price, but you have to pick them up the day we get them. These are more guppies. These are the green lyre-tail guppies. Another really cool little endler cross guppy. Looks like we got one blood red dwarf gourami. I ordered 8, they sent me 1. So, some days that's what we get. The last thing out of the box, oh, there they are. I was looking for these a bit earlier when we did the other angels. Got some more angels. These are the koi red-headed angels. A little more expensive than the local guys I picked up. Some really bright reds on these though. I think these are a fine fish. They'll be in the $10 slot, but nice fish for that price. And that's it for this first box. Here we go with box number 2. I promised Barry we'd have a small order this week. I lied. It's actually pretty big. Let's see what kind of amazingness comes out of this bag. First thing out of here, I see some big fish. This is a peacock. I promised you last week that we'd get more of these guys. These are the Apache peacock males. You can see he's gonna blew up pretty good. The last ones look amazing in the tank. Nice reds on this guy. Got 3 more of these guys. We're gonna keep them at that $30 level, which is kind of stupid cheap for full-grown adult male peacocks. But you know, that's what we do. We bring you the best of what we can find whenever we can get it. Let's see, something totally different. Here we have, let's see if we can get him to show up here. Got a good source on these guys. These are L333 Yellow King Tigers. I'm trying to get them, they're pretty white in the background, and then after I've had them a while, they're kind of yellowing up a bit. There's some varieties out there that stay real white, and then the patterning really matters on the price. These are really nice looking, and they've got to be a captive bred fish. For the price, we get them for 40 bucks a piece. They're a pretty awesome little fish, and we've done really well with those guys. So that's it for this order. We got another order to go. Alrighty, here we go with box number 3 of this little tiny order. Barry was cussing me roundly while she was trying to enter stuff into the computer because there's a lot of stuff on here we haven't got numbers for, which means it's new to us or we haven't had it in a long time. This we have had though. These are Synodontis lucipinius. They're tank raised babies. These are the smaller version of like the petricoles. Well, they'll call them dwarf petricoles, but they're smaller leopard senos. Get about 3 inches, maybe 4 max, probably more like 3. Super cool little fish. Oh, and more peacocks. I gotta keep the names straight on these. Maulana. I don't know. I can't pronounce that name, but nice rusty orange cheek on that. I got pairs on most of these. A couple pairs of about 4 different types of Lanacaris. So here's a female to go with that guy. You can sell one-off females. They're fairly inexpensive if you need those. Otherwise, we're going to be selling those as pairs. Here is somebody I haven't had in for a little while. These are Brochus multiradiatus, or the hognose brochus, largest of the cory relatives. Sometimes they say Brochus is a completely different genus, and sometimes they say they're inside the cory group. Here is another one of those Maunas, or however, Maunas, I don't know which one that is. We'll have it on, I'll write it up underneath so it'll make sense. Yeah, that's the lady to go with that one. And more hognoses. And that's it for this box. There's all hognoses and peacocks. Box number, what is this? 4? I don't know, maybe even 4 and 5. Double tall boxes. We'll call it 4 and 5. Let's see what's out of the box. First, we have a black ghost knife. Nice looking little fish. Good survivable size on that. Next up we have a clown knife. We got knives and more knives. The difference between a black ghost knife that size and a clown knife that size is that's a tiny little baby clown knife. We'll get him fattened up. It'll be a good deal for you. Next thing out we have long-finned white clouds. This guy's looking an awful lot like the other guys. We'll see what difference they look when we get them colored up in the tank. Next thing is another black ghost knife. We've already seen those guys. And we have green neons. There's a new batch of those guys sold out last week. Remember, our tetras are still on the special. Buy 4 or more, get 25% off. We've been selling a heck of a lot of tetras. Alrighty, going down to box number 5. And right out of the middle we have Solosi, green-faced Solosi female. Can't wait to see her boyfriend. Green-faced Solosi male. There's our boyfriend. Not quite as big as that other guy, but I'm gonna bet we're gonna get some great color on those guys. Pretty excited to see what they look like when they color out. Next one down we have Another male, Slowsy green face. We should have another lady down there too. Like I said, I picked up 4 different types of Alanacaras for this week. Also picked up some Haplochromuses too. And more tetras. These are Beckford's pencils. Sold out of those last week, or pretty much did. So we picked up another batch. Still on the special, buy 4 or more. You get 25% off. Great time to pick up a big bunch of pencils. Makes them pretty affordable. These are Haplochromus. These are the thick skin obliquians, if I'm pronouncing that right. Of course, they look like a little silverfish now, but these are the guys who get those really bright colors, yellow and black bars. Get some green. The Lake Victoria Haps. Yellow Phantom Tetra. Nice little tetra. Hadn't had this particular variety before. Haven't met a phantom I haven't liked, so kind of like Priscilla tetra in the bag without the stripes. We'll see how they color up as well. A little unusual tetra. These guys are another type of hap. These are Hap Koyoka Flameback. And according to the description on these guys, they're the all red variety. Super bright colored. They get a really bright stripe on their back and then kind of a pink red on their belly. Another, I believe, Lake Victorian hap on those. Next thing out of the bag is a red Reuben. That's another Alanacara. Kind of one of African nuts here. We got you all the Malawians a couple weeks ago, and this week we're picking up more Malawians, but the peacocks to go along with them have done this. Let's see, here's another red Reuben. Man, good looking fish. Nice fish. Alright, that's it for box number 4 and 5. Must be the last box. We're always giggling by this time. We're going to do box number 6 and box number 7. Here we got, first thing out of the bags, L52 plecos. These are the butterfly plecos. These guys are the ones that change color pretty darn quick. They go from really bright black bars to hardly any bars at all, depending on their background. I like the L52s because they're relatively inexpensive and don't get too big for a smaller tank, and they're super cool looking, so what's not to like? Keyhole cichlids, another nice smaller dwarf cichlid. You know, kind of in between dwarf and small cichlid, I guess. They get about 4 or 5 inches. Relatively easy going. Good choice for the right tank. These guys, oh my gosh. He's a Hansbrickby something, Alanacara, Hansbrickby, red shoulder. Holy moly, that's a beautiful fish. That is an impressive fish. So I got a girlfriend for him in here somewhere. Next thing out we have red and blue Colombian tetras. I like these guys. They look silver with maybe pink in the tail now, but they color up to a nice blue body, red tail, and fins. We actually spontaneously bred those in a plant tank here one time. Super cool little tetra. Let's see. These are the Borellis. These are red fin Borelli or Borelli. Another Malawian, kind of in the Mabuna group. Stock on those guys. Here is a female Alanacara. This is the Seleuci from the last box, lady to go with that green face Seleuci. Another lady. This is the red shoulder lady. She's big. Nice big pair of fish. Those guys. Super good deal on those. Tropheus duboisi Masawa. Tropheus duboisis are the black with little blue, like bird egg blue dots on them. And when they get bigger, they get the saddle on them, the green and the yellow. Super cool Malawian cichlid. Huge tank with a huge school of Morias or duboisis would be a dream tank. This is something totally different. These are Aurelius barbs, or the trade filament barbs. So many different types of these. Every time we get them, we have to look up the scientific name to see who they think we got. My understanding is all the way through from Pakistan to China, they got a different one in every stream. Oh, this guy's a special order. This is a dragon puffer. Man, he's amazing looking. We have one here we've been treating for about the last 3 weeks or so, and he's actually looking really good. He's still got a little bit of cloudy eye, but in betwixt and between, I was able to pick up this guy for a special order for somebody who wanted him. But if you want a dragon puffer, our other guy's pretty much ready to go too. So that's it for box number 5. Oh, almost forgot. And that's not 5, that's 6. Because 7 is down here. I keep ordering this many fish, I'm going to get huge shoulders to get tired of reaching into these boxes. Here we got dwarf grammies. Looks like they sent all of our dwarf grammies instead of just one. Nice bright dwarf grammies. Next up we have zebra loaches. You guys might remember back a couple months I had gotten golden zebra loaches, and I was looking at them like, what are these? So they kind of look like a yo-yo loach. This is what I thought I was getting, which is Botia striata. Nice striped loach. They don't get that big, and they're not as aggressive as some of the other guys. I'm a big fan of those. Good snail patrol, by the way. Clown barbs. Restocked on these guys. They're still on the barb sale. The buy 4, get 1 free. Clown barbs are super cool and coming in really nice too. Nice 4-inch-ish adult barb that'll work as a good dither for those Alanacaras if you want to pick those up. Something big in the bag here. We have red parrot cichlids. Those are really red too. Look awesome. Nice looking fish. I used to have a problem with the hybrid thing with the parrot cichlids, but they've grown on me. They're cool. Here is another giant blue peacock. This is one of the Lolanda males. Ordered 2 pairs. They sent me just one guy, so he's stag. No females for the Lolandas this week. Just the one big male. We'll call him stag. Muscaheros argentinus, or as you may know him better as a platinum cichlid. I was kind of holding out to see if I can find them a little cheaper, but I really like these guys. And the size on these is actually worth a couple extra bucks from the last time we had them. So nice looking fish. Those get the big hump on their head. They're the silver and black stripes. Love me some platinum cichlids. Let's see. Oh, and so restock actually. We sold out of these last week before I even got the video up. These are the L183 Starlight Galaxy Pleco. They're a version of a bushy nose pleco, Starlight Galaxy, or blue seaman citrus, I'll call them as well. Super cool little fish. Not that little either. Nice size on those guys. I think that's it for box number 7. So that's it. We're a wrap. This week we got in several fish in private party or local breeders. This here is red-shouldered Severum. He's a big guy and he's running 75 bucks. Very nice looking fish. Actually, the video doesn't do him justice. Looking great. This here is L128 Blue Phantom Pleco. Very well grown out. We're going to offer him for a little more than the little guys, but a really nice fish for the size. Here's another cool fish we got in private party. This is a huge fish. He's a Distichiotis 6 fasciatus. Occasionally we'll get in the 2 inchers, and every once in a while a 3 or 4 incher. This guy's got to be all of 8 inches, maybe 10 inches, and really wide bodied. Super cool fish. Pretty aggressive when they get this size, so be prepared for that. Got shrimp in this week from our local source. These are regular red cherry shrimp. They're regular $3. Also got a nice batch of blues in this week. A couple different sources on our blues. Regular blues are going for $6. We also have some lighter colored guys in this batch too, so if you prefer the lighter colored, let us know. This week I took on a new project. I got a whole breeding colony of zebra plecos. These are the true L46 zebra plecos. Brought on all the adults and a bunch of babies, so we're continuing our baby zebra pleco sale at $125. Got several to choose from, and hopefully we'll have more babies soon. This Scored a nice group of long-fin bushy-nosed plecos, the regular guys. I got a bunch of the golds also. Size on these are great. They're at $13 for some really nice plecos. Good long fins, nice yellow trimmings on them. That's a super cool fish for the price. Again, these are from a local breeding source. This bunch of Inlers are another local bred find. Nice variety there, mostly the El Tigres or the black bar guys. Nice big females and nice looking male, along with some of the other varieties we got last week. So Inlers are always a great find. These are nice looking ones. $4 each on those guys. We're still running the library special. Buy 4 or more mixed libraries and we'll give you 25% off. This big fella here is a Bolivian ram. He's a full-size Bolivian ram, right about 3 inches. We don't get them in full size very often. We're just gonna let him go at regular Bolivian ram price. I think they're $6 or $7. It's not that often you get a chance to see one full size so that you know what they actually look like. Usually we get them babies. Well, Martha and I want to sign off this week after all those fish and say happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed your turkey day. We're all excited to get on to our December now. Had a great bunch of fish there for you guys to check out. Also, we started back on construction over at the other site. As of today, we got our permit last week and our contractors are getting going over there, so we'll be into our new place. I still don't have a date as to when, but I guess sooner is best I can do for that. Guys, have an awesome week. We will catch you again next week.